Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is PD, and today I'm going to be reacting to Walking on Water by Stray Kids. I am very curious to check this out because this is all part of a promotion called Skiz Hop for their hip tape, basically their hip hop mixtape. But they say they're going to be giving us something new, something they haven't tried before. And the promotions around it have just been interesting in general. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. But in the meantime, we're going to check out Walking on Water. Let's go.
Crashing waves, but it never fall. Every day supernatural. Crashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on. This my stage, my stage. I'm walking on water. You can call me a reporter. I just take off from some feel in my bottle. 내 focus은 물살처럼 물러. 내리막길에 접어들면 경사를 거슬러. 아는 날 살 수 없는 곳에 올랐지. 노력을 타고났지 그게 all of me. I can stop. Make it flow, make it flow, make it go far. Better, feel the water crash. Tada, we're just gonna dance. Walk out, I'm walking. I'ma flow on the water. Walking on. When you're sinking and fishing, that's my flow. Walking on.
This is weird.
Ride with on high 머리 사방에 튀기 띄우리 움직임 따라올리다 손이 차호왕장하는 넌 이걸 쉽게 받지
Say hello to me, cause I can't see you. You 의견은 우리는 없어 보이지, but at least 움직임이 튀기는 물이 사방에 splash. 여기서 너도 my control, call me Aquaman. I'm the wish, we just play. We are here now, how to say now it's so stay to the game. We ain't gonna fall down deep into the water. Splash, beat up, feel the water crash. Chill, we just gonna dance. Walk out, I'm walking. I'ma glow on the water. Walking on. When you're sinking and fishing, that's my flow. Walk it up. I'ma glow on the water.
Crashing waves, but I'll never fall. Every day supernatural. Thrashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water.
Crashing waves, but I'll never fall. Every day supernatural. Thrashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walk it up. Whoa, walking on.
This my stage, walking on water. This my stage, walking on water.
Whoa. I'm gonna love this hip hop tape. You know why this is weird? They said that they were going to create something new. And it is very distinctly, I can very distinctly say they have not done this before. Even though they had a song like Top Line with Tiger JK, even though they have incredible rappers within the group, and even though they have done some more hip hop focused type stuff, they truly actually did make something new. But it also sounds so distinctly Stray Kids. Sounds like something they would do. I think what makes this so interesting is the very heavy mashup and mixing of, it sounds very much like hip hop and like very, very heavily a hip hop genre, but also mixing in K-pop. But they don't mix in the typical, I would say, K-pop hooks. They don't go for their usual type of Stray Kids hooks. They're one big crazy hook line, whether it's like whether it's like just like a catchy one-liner. Like, okay, let's give an example. Like Mountains. Mountains is from their previous 8 EP, and Mountains very distinctly sounds like a hip-hop heavier Stray Kids K-pop song. But Walking on Water is just something far beyond. It's definitely, if you kind of like put numbers into it, it's like maybe 30% K-pop and like 70% hip-hop. I feel like the inclusion of hip-hop within the K-pop genre is nothing new. I mean, it's been there since the 90s. But the K-pop aspect has only gotten stronger, and it's always been more hip-hop inspired or hip-hop in the DNA, hip-hop tropes here and there, hip-hop instruments, like stuff like that. But this one felt actually faithful, even down to the choreo, even down to the footwork that they were doing. It all felt very much more faithful to the hip-hop genre rather than the K-pop genre. Even their choreo felt less K-pop choreo and way more hip-hop choreo. But that's not even to say it was complete erasure of K-pop. As you can see in the music video takes place within a Korean palace setting. In fact, IN has a line that I thought was so peculiar where he says, it's something like, I've walked to the top of a place that no one else has been before. And I thought maybe they were talking about their accolades, and they still could be. But then quite literally, he's standing on top of one of the palace rooftops. And I'm like, he might be right. I don't know if anyone's really ever stood on top of one of those things. So that's an interesting flex. But it was very heavily referencing Korean culture and the mishmash of Korean culture within the video, but the sound is so very distinctly hip-hop. So that's what felt kind of very strange and odd to me. It's just like, it's so Stray Kids, but almost the inverse of what they usually do. The formula is flipped upside on its head. So it sounds refreshing and new, and yet extremely novel. Very, very novel. And so I know I'm going to enjoy this hip-hop tape. That's going to be awesome. But, just for fun, let's watch that video one more time. Assassins.
Crashing waves, but it never fall. Every day supernatural. Crashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on. Whoa, walking on. This my stage, my stage. I'm walking on water. You can call me Harry Potter. I just take off from some fill in my bottle. 내 focus은 물살처럼 물러.
Even Changbin's rap in particular, the drum pattern, I think, plays such a big role in how this sounds so different from a lot of other Stray Kids songs. But even Changbin, very iconically, he is known as the kind of starter for Stray Kids. Very different. Feels even the cadence that he's going for, rather than going for a much more pronounced, very strange, unique tone, he just, I think, takes on a much more traditional rap style. Such an interesting mishmash, a cultural mishmash. Horses and a crashed car. God, even the choreo. My God.
When you're sinking and fishing, that's my flow.
I'ma flow on the water.
Ride with the
Wait, what is Pangchan saying?
When you're sinking and fishing, that's my flow.
When you're sinking, I'm fishing. That's my flow. Wow.
ride with on high 머리 사방에 튀기 띄우리 움직임 따라올리다 숨이 차 호황장하는 넌 이걸 쉽게 봤지
But slow now, fellas. Say hello to Nemo, cause I can't see you. You were gonna 노리는 없어 보이지, but it's least. 움직임이 튀기는 물이 사방에 splashy. 여기서 너도 my control, call me Aquaman. I'm the wish, we just play. We are here, no hurdles, and now it's so stay. Turn the game. We ain't gonna fall down deep into the water. Splash. Beat up, feel the water crash. Cheer up, we just gonna dance. Walk out, I'm walking. I'ma flow underwater. Fishing, that's my flow. I'ma flow underwater.
Crashing waves, but I'll never fall.
Wow. So a lot of the imagery seems to be a very heavy focus on cultural mishmashing. This billiards table within a Korean palace setting looks completely out of place.
And now it's so stay.
But then instantly,
We ain't gonna fall down deep into the water.
this game is like the Korean version of checkers. That is a traditional Korean game. So the way they constantly mishmash things. Also, it's largely a flex song. Largely flexing on everybody. And now I realize that's what the decoration of the arrows are on the set is. Perhaps people coming for them. As we saw in the beginning of like these assassins trying to shoot at them, but they are just flowing like water all around it. Because a lot of the rap, especially during Hyunjin and Han's parts, were very much about how people are just trying to keep up with them or catch up to them, and how adept they are within their setting. Oh my god. The footwork is insane.
Crashing waves, but I'll never fall.
So even this set, it's a giant basketball court within a Korean palace setting. Just unheard of. And then this one is, well, first of all, he's wearing plaid within a Korean, he's wearing plaid and Louis V, and they're riding motorcycles. They're in circles on a yacht in a Korean palace setting. Quite literally, the whole point of the aesthetic of the music video and the concept and the visual style with the song is just culture clash. Because, I mean, they're saying they're creating something new and they're just combining a lot of visual elements that have just never been put together.
Every day supernatural. Thrashing rain, I'ma bring the storm. This my stage, walking on water. Walking on. Walking on. Walking on.
This my stage, walking on water. This my stage, walking on water.
This is actually crazy. This is actually crazy. As someone who's been a fan of K-pop and hip-hop almost as equally along with one another, I am blown away by Stray Kids' ability to actually create this. The sound is... They toe the line so very carefully. You could say that this is a K-pop song, and, you know, there's just a lot of Korean lyrics in there, rapping, but I don't think it follows the typical structure of a K-pop song. It doesn't really follow the typical, at least sonic structures of a Stray Kids song. There are familiar tropes that they touch on within Stray Kids songs, but this is something completely brand new while keeping it familiar. This far along into their career, the fact that they are literally reinventing the wheel is wild. I can see why they're promoting this as a hip tape or a hip hop mixtape rather than just another EP, rather than another entry into the Stray Kids album music realm, why it's being called Skiz Hop. It's truly something new. And the fact that they are willing to do this far along in their career, reinventing themselves, as well as culturally mishmashing things, is, I think, so freaking cool. It's one of the coolest things that I think Stray Kids has ever done. That's my personal opinion. You know, the K-pop concepts and comebacks are all great, obviously. It's kind of what I do on this channel. I love K-pop. But I think Stray Kids really did something with this. I can't say for sure what, because I have to listen to the full depth of the mixtape, but I'm kind of flabbergasted. This is incredible. Not even by Stray Kids' standards, not even by just their usual standards. Like, this is, I think this is something that's possibly going to have ramifications for how K-pop music might even sound or change. It depends. They did something here. And I don't think we can really speak to the long-lasting effects or changes and ripple effects, no water pun intended, this will have until time passes and we look back. But Walking on Water is incredible. I'm going to say that is like my favorite Stray Kids project they've ever done. Again, that is a little bit more of a biased answer towards I've always been such a huge hip hop fan, especially towards this sort of a style. I've always been more of a West Coast hip hop fan, a boom bap hip hop fan, and it's not like all of that here, but it's definitely more in that alley and lane, while still maintaining what makes Stray Kids still very Stray Kids. I'm also a fan of the choreo. Again, as just a fan of hip hop in general, I love this choreo, at least what we saw, but still, even the sampling of what I saw, it looked insane. It didn't look like typical K-pop choreo. So I'm very excited to see even just any promotions for this. But I'm going to wrap my video up right there. That was just like my first reaction to Walking on Water. I am definitely going to do a listening party for this. That's going to be out at a later time. That'll be out in January. But guys, let me know what you thought about Walking on Water. What the heck did you think? What do you guys think about this different sound for Stray Kids? What do you guys think about this new fusion of hip hop and K-pop? What do you guys think of the choreo? What do you guys think about even the cultural mishmash of the fashion and the visual symbols that they bring into the music video? I would love to hear your thoughts. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing over here. Consider checking out my other videos over here. I will do a listening party for the Skiz hip tape, but I do pre-film and then I release it a month later. So that'll be out next month in January. along with the giant Japanese albums. So you can join us then on Patreon to check it out. But thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.